Negotiable Instruments Act, Section 34, Acceptance by several droits not being partners. Section 34 of the Negotiable Instruments Act, 1881 deals with the situation where a bill of exchange is addressed to more than one droit and such droits are not partners. The provision clarifies the manner in which acceptance may be given in such cases and limits the authority of one droit to bind another. 1. Multiple droits under a bill of exchange. A bill of exchange may sometimes be drawn upon two or more persons jointly, and such persons are collectively referred to as droits. When such a bill is presented for acceptance, the question arises as to how acceptance is to be effected and who becomes liable as acceptor. Section 34 specifically addresses cases where the droits are not partners. This distinction is important because partners, by virtue of the law of partnership, generally have authority to bind the firm and each other in matters relating to the partnership business. However, where the droits are independent persons and not partners, different principles apply. 2. Right of each droit to accept for himself. The section provides that where there are several droits who are not partners, each of them has the right to accept the bill for himself. This means that any one of the named droits may choose to signify his assent to the bill and undertake liability in his individual capacity. Upon acceptance, that droit becomes bound as an acceptor to the extent of his acceptance. However, such acceptance binds only the droit who has signed and accepted the bill. 3. No authority to accept on behalf of another. Section 34 further makes it clear that none of the several droits can accept the bill on behalf of another droit without his authority. In other words, one droit cannot bind the other droit by accepting the bill unless he has been expressly or impliedly authorized to do so. Acceptance is a serious legal act that creates primary liability to pay the amount of the bill at maturity. Therefore, the law does not permit one independent droit to impose such liability upon another without proper authority. If one droit purports to accept the bill for another without authority, such acceptance will not bind the other droit. 4. Distinction between partners and non-partners. The emphasis on not partners is significant. In a partnership, each partner is generally considered an agent of the firm and of the other partners for acts done in the ordinary course of business. Therefore, acceptance by one partner may bind the firm and, consequently, the other partners. However, where the droits are separate individuals without a partnership relationship, there is no such mutual agency. Each droit acts independently and is responsible only for his own acceptance. 5. Effect of acceptance by one droit. If only one of several non-partner droits accepts the bill, he alone becomes liable as acceptor. The other droits, having neither accepted nor authorized acceptance, are not bound by that act. The holder of the bill may proceed against the accepting droit according to the terms of the acceptance, but cannot enforce liability against the others unless they have also accepted or given authority. For more details, contact us.